What's good, y'all? This is Everything Blurred, episode 37. It's good. It's been a year since everything's blurred. So
happy anniversary!
What's good, y'all? For real? Yep. Started on the 26th.
And I don't know. Did one of y'all mention that before we started recording?
Yeah.
Yeah. It must have been like that because I didn't hear that. Anyway, it was good. Then again, you know, I've been on vacation. I've been doing some things, so you know, maybe I just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, Sean mentioned it in the last episode.
Oh, gotcha.
So, okay.
I wasn't on that episode.
Yeah, trying to do that daddy thing. Who told you? I'm like, what?
B, you gonna make me get in my car and head over to your crib, man. We're gonna have a misunderstanding, son. It's time sipping on my ginger ale. What?
I never heard anybody sound so gangster with some ginger ale.
Yeah, with a pink background.
Wow. What's going on, everybody? I am.
Yeah, I got the pink background. Fuck with your boy.
Stupid.
What's up, everybody? I am the Mr. Mr. Sean. Welcome to this episode. Let's get into it. We talked about it the last episode. That was a couple of weeks ago. The week is here. It's finally here. This is going to be an interesting week for hip hop this week. Tuesday is the day New York City versus Dipset, the Locks. It's going down. Then seen Styles and Jim Jones. Man, they've been hyping this thing up on Instagram, something crazy. I haven't seen all the stuff that they've done, but them boys are fool. They legit hyping this thing up. They treating this shit like it's WrestleMania. Like
I've seen the Ghostbusters meme was hilarious to me.
Yeah, that one, the Rocky one, that was a trip. Man, so this is going to be a good one. We told y'all last time, man. Make sure y'all have y'all big white tees. You know what I'm saying? Get 3X, 4X white tee. Get you a throwback jersey, do-rag. Rock some white on white Air Force the first half, second half rock Timbs, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Get you one of those
color headbands.
Yes, color headbands. Get you a fitted with all the NBA logos. Gotta get that. That's
get your Atlanta Hawks warm-up jersey.
Something, man. Any of the warm-up jackets. Cop them. Get them on, man. Get all that on. Get you something dope to eat. You know, if you want to keep it hood, your local Chinese spot, get you 4 wings, fried rice, something. You know what I mean? It's gonna go down. You know, is this a? I feel like this is also a dark liquor situation.
That's all I got at the crib anyway.
We doing
so that's all I got to do now anyway. So
get you some Henny, get that Crown, that Douce, whatever. It's going down, gentlemen. How do y'all feel about this? I know we kind of talked about it before, B and I, but you wasn't, you know, you was chilling, you know, you was out in the beach. Shout outs to South Beach. You was down in the 305. You know what I mean? You know.
Let's be clear.
You know, Lincoln Bill. Let's be clear. Lincoln Bill was the reason why y'all saw Bam and Jimmy Butler in the Jungle Cruise commercial. Tommy made that happen. You know.
You know. I just saw the opportunity there.
How y'all feel about this battle,
number one movie in the country right now. I'm not saying I had a whole lot to do with it, but you know, I had a hand in that. But yeah. We about this off wax a little bit. I've had a couple conversations with different people. In addition to you, Sean, we talked for a minute about it. Despite the pink background, despite the Dipset anthem being played in the intro earlier in the pod, I am leaning towards the LOX in this Verzuz.
Yes, sir.
And I say that because you got, first of all, as a group, each of these dudes came in as a group. Speaking for the LOX. They each came in as a group. They started doing their thing as a group. They're all distinctly different in terms of what they bring to the table. And then when they do their own individual thing, they've all had success individually in the game. And then also being a part of Royce at one of the more influential groups, studios or what have you, record labels, in hip hop at that time, moving on to Rough Riders, and then just continuing to drop their own projects or whatever, whether it be solos with each other or with other folks in the game, from Fabulous to Talib Kweli to Dave East to I don't know, but so that's why I'm leaning towards the LOX. I think Dipset is going to be a highly entertaining Verzuz. I think as a group, Dipset did their thing on tracks, but they also had more of a bigger movement, I'll say. You had cats who really didn't care nothing about the music that was rocking the Dipset tees, rocking the pink, the pink do-rags, the pink t-shirts, and all of that, the pink bandanas. And yeah. So I think they definitely have much more of an impact on the culture than what the LOX did in those days. But if we talking like track-wise, I got the LOX taking his Verzuz. But if we talking about entertaining-wise, in terms of just show, it's tough. It's tough because say Dipset on rip, but we've seen Drunk Jada and how Drunk Jada could just, you know what I mean? So you put, we've seen Drunk Jada. I feel like Styles is going to be on some different stuff, but I think you add him to the mix. I think Sheik is kind of a wild card. I don't know what the heck you're gonna see from this dude, but on the other side, you got. I think Jimmy is really gonna outshine a whole lot. Jimmy's gonna shine a lot on the Dipset side. I think Santana is my Jewels. I think be the more chill person out of that camp. Just. He done been dealing with some real stuff over the years or whatever. And I think he's going to have a good time and enjoy it. So, but I think he's more chill. I think Jimmy and Cam is going to be the ones that's going to be like, wow.
Interesting take on that one.
Is there going to be a special host? Do we know who the DJs are going to be?
I have no
It's going to be at the Garden, right, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
It's going to be in New York, which means that you could bring out who
you could bring
side,
out,
you know?
Yeah, oh yeah. You could bring some people out for this. You know what I'm saying? Especially with because even within Dipset, like I picture Freaky Zeke dumbass coming up there back to the pool, 100%. You know what I'm saying? But it would be nice if Beans and Bleak came out. You know what I'm saying? It would be nice if you know, because I want to say Jim was tight with Fred the Godson like that. Rest in peace to Fred the Godson. So I could see them, you know, doing a little something for him. You know what I mean? He had a project. I think they had a project together. I want to say Jim, Fred the God, and one of the dudes from the producer was one of the dudes from Heatmakers.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see that with the Locks, man. They brought out some people. It'll be interesting because, like you said, they have group stuff, but they also have solo. I think they shine the most solo-wise, especially with Styles. And like you said, Styles, you know, he got a whole project with Kweli. He got a whole project with Dave East. He could bring one of those guys out. You know what I'm saying?
Could bring both of them guys out.
Hell, Jada could bring Fabulous out. Freddie vs. Chase is right then and there. You know what I'm saying? So it can. I think these
Jada could bring Fab out. Jada could bring out Griselda cats.
He was on tour.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's in New York.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be super crazy.
Does he have a joint with Schmurda? Do any of them have a joint with Bobby Schmurda?
I don't know.
I think that would be interesting if that were the case and they brought Schmurda out. So now that he's.
If anything, Schmurda probably performed at the New York City Summer Jam, at the Hot 97 Summer Jam. I know he's.
Go ahead.
I know I think he's doing one of them festivals, Sim and Rowdy.
He was at Lollapalooza.
Oh, he's at Lollapalooza. Okay.
I don't know if he. I think he just made a surprise visit. I don't think he was like one of the features. But.
Okay. Yeah, because I know one just came. One they just posted the. No, I want to say it's maybe Made in America.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe Made in America got Rowdy and Schmurda. Don't quote me on it, but I think I saw their names on. If it wasn't them, it was probably another festival. but I know he's. I know I do remember seeing both of their names for a festival as part of the lineup. So
it'd be nice. It'd be nice when
the
picnic can come back.
Yeah.
You know, speaking about festivals.
And I'm trying to think like I think I want to say me and B already talked about it, but what songs are you looking forward to the most for this joint? You know, on each competitor's end. You know what I mean? Because
I think Ballin, they gotta let Ballin go.
You gotta let Ballin play. We talking
they gotta
about
let
hits.
Ballin go.
Ballin crazy.
You mentioned when you were speaking last week about this. I think we gonna make it with Jada and Styles. Definitely.
Crazy. I want them to do Banned from TV because that's crazy.
All About the Benjamins.
Got to.
They got to do that.
And you got to play that when Dipset play their biggest hit.
All About the Benjamins is a win. That's a point.
Yeah,
I don't see Dipset having. Ballin might get All About the Benjamins out of there. Maybe.
That's what I'm saying. If he plays Ballin, you got to counter that with All About the Benjamins. Yeah.
Is it Dogs?
Reservoir Dogs
with them and Hov and DMX? Yeah.
Reservoir Dogs. 24 Hours to Live.
24, of course. Money, Power, Respect. But I'm trying to remember, was everybody on that or was that just Jada?
Everybody was on that.
Everybody was on that? Okay.
Yeah, that was the title of their first album, Money, Power, Respect. Had Lil' Kim in it.
Yeah.
Had X on there. And there's another thing. They're gonna do a what you call it for X, and they're gonna play some Biggie shit. So yeah.
True.
Here's the
question.
Honey's every nasty, getting money in the fast lane, and I only care halfway. Yeah.
We know that the music is going the music, right? We that's what we love both of these groups. But let's talk about the other shit that happens in Verzuz. Do we think that there's going to be a 15 or 20-minute intermission, aka smoke break?
Yeah.
A la the Ray and Ghost versus a la I'm not going to say that it was a smoke break, but the Isley Brothers versus Earth, Wind and Fire, that break was long as shit. Yeah, so okay, so we got that.
Yeah. I think there's going to be a break. There usually is a break.
Do we think there will be a Diddy appearance?
I would love to see a Diddy appearance. But I think the most you're going to get is a bottle of Ciroc.
Oh, yeah. You're going to hear them talking to Diddy. Like, we need that Ciroc on the
something.
Coming to you, there's something.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Everything's Blerd, you heard. That was terrible. Shout out to that boy Breon doing this thing, holding it down. We see you, daddy.
Wow.
Pause. What's next, man?
All right, so like we said, that's Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? That's the Dipset Locks Verzuz. So then we fast forward to later on in the week. It's Friday. And one thing that I look forward to is new music. You know what I mean? We got hit with a double hitter, but it's Friday. Donda by Kanye is finally coming out. Right?
Finally. You know what? I was told last week, like, Kanye was dropping the joint. Was it last week or the week before? I think it was last week.
It might have been, if it wasn't last week, then it might have been the week before.
And I was like, oh, word? Oh, shit. I ain't even know. Cool.
No,
then I go to check later
party.
on. And yeah, it's drop. It was a live stream or something. Maybe, listening party to whatever, live stream of that. And I was, oh, all right, well, guess I missed that. So what was that, just the hype?
Yeah, and someone from Twitter was saying that it's going to drop that Friday, and then everybody believed him.
All right, so he's dropping for this Friday, though.
Mm-hmm. He's dropping on Friday, and Nasir bin Aludara Jones drops King Disease Part 2. Man.
So what y'all think? What
you think, Breon?
More curious about the Nas album, but I was surprised. But as far as the Kanye, we'll see how it goes. I heard a little bit of the snippets from the listening party, so I know him and Jay got a verse together. I mean, feature together, and there's probably a rumor they're gonna do Watch the Throne 2 again.
Mm-hmm.
But he got like some like mostly like young rappers like Roddy Ricch. He got I think he got, I forgot who else. I want to say one of the little young.
I think Lil Baby. It's Lil Baby.
Yeah. No, it's like someone else too. And most of them like those young, the new young rappers from Chicago. I want to say. But yeah, I'm kind of curious.
I do think Griselda is also part of that. Sorry, let me cut you off, but I also think Griselda is on that album. If not all of Griselda, then Westside Gun and maybe Conway.
I remember I was seeing the interview with Kanye. Conway was doing an interview talking about writing for Kanye and how different it was.
Yes.
Because it was like
it might have been the No Jumper joint. If it wasn't No Jumper, then it was I can't think of that guy. Well, he said it on a couple joints.
Well, it could have been man, I don't know if he talked about that on Button. Anyway. But yeah, he was talking about how different it was and just the subjects and the Christian lifestyle stuff. And, that was a challenge for him, considering, that's not really his bag. That's when we talk about recording. But I think I'm interested in what he's talking about on this, because it's been a lot of wild shit that's gone on, going back to Trump starting to run for president and all of that shit. Now he's going through a divorce and all of that shit. So it's a lot of real kind of wild events that's been happening. And
still trying to get his mental self together.
And then that's always going to be there.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that this is sort of like Kanye went away and was trying some different things. He was doing whatever. He was living life. got a little out there, and I'm hoping that he got back to that nigga back in '03, college dropout, you know, and
Nah,
the classics that came after that.
we all want that old Kanye back, but
You know what I mean? I'm not even talking about it from a music standpoint. I'm just talking about from
As a person.
as a person.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Just a person, same values, but they've just matured, seen more. You know what I mean? Realize, damn, I was fucked up for a minute. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm hoping that this is that.
Mm.
he expect
And then I
he be
also
humble.
feel, you know, musically, I want the music to actually be good too. But
For sure.
along with that, I'm hoping that this is like the man. We just glad to have you back, bro. Glad that you back. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that this is like that kind of project and has that effect on the culture versus he's being like, you know what? I gave this nigga a chance again, and he done fucking let me down again. Fuck Kanye. You know what I mean?
I honestly don't know what to expect coming to this album. I'm just hoping that is good stuff, production wise, what the songs are about. You know, that whoever's featured on here, that they, you know, that they shine bright, you know, things of that nature. So I'm just like, all right, let me just listen to this as if I'm pretty much going into this with like super fresh ears, if that makes sense. Since I don't know, it's been a while since I've heard a Kanye album or heard I've heard anything from this album, so I don't know really what to like expect. And
Yeah,
that's also the exciting part of it because it's like, all right, I hope it's I was like this with the most recent Migos album that came out, Culture 3, right? Because you all know me, I'm not the biggest Migos fan. And when I saw that it was out, I was like, all right, let me play this. And then I played it and I was like, oh my God, they finally got it right. This shit slaps. What? Did they go to rap school? What the hell? Like it was it was just like wow, it's a complete like 180 from what I, you know, how they usually sound to me. So I just hope with this joint, I feel like there might be some I'll put it to you like this. I have a feeling it's going to be better than the joint he came out with in 2018.
yeah,
Remember 2018, it was different projects dropping from Good Music, and they were all 7 tracks long, and he was included in that. And I think one of the album was called Yay, and it wasn't the best. So and you could tell, you know, he was really struggling with his, you know, bipolar. You know what I'm saying? And then when when the gospel album came out, it was like, okay. And I feel like it was kind of weird because it was like he's transitioning, you know, to being a Christian, but at the same time, you also look at it like, man, it's Kanye. I don't know. He be on some other shit sometimes. So kind of didn't know how to take the album. So I feel like with this album, we might get a better sense of where he's at in his life, or how he is as a person. So yeah, hopefully it's good, man. You know what I'm saying? I just want some good music. At this point, it's like I could care less if he got, you know, writers. He's a producer, so if he got writers, fine. You know what I mean? And I just hope that the music is good and that he eventually pays the choir. Because I know that was the situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's been like I said, it's been a long time since I was like pumped for a Kanye album. I think the last time I was like looking forward to hear a Kanye album was probably on my Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. After that, that's when everything from the Taylor Swift situation to just him, him marrying Kim Kardashian and some other ridiculous stuff he was doing. So it was like, I got tired of him. So it was like, yeah. I mean, still kind of, from fiasco he did the past 3-4 years, where, him in 45 and then, him want to be president. Well, that was just, a PR stunt. Well, I can't believe folks was actually voting for him. That was, but it was like, yeah, but from what I heard from the snippets, he's still doing the gospel route, talking about spirituality and things of that nature. But yeah, we'll see. I'm kind of curious. Like he always, you can tell. I respect these artists when they like evolve on each album. Yeah. So you got like not only with the style of the album, but also to their style too when they like off, on doing these press runs and things of that nature. Like you've seen it with Kanye, you've seen it with Kendrick. He's another one that has evolved like his look, the look from his appearance and also to the look of, how the album's going to be, the direction it's going to go. Yeah. So it's like, he's another one. And then like people like, Kanye always like evolve and change it up and it don't be the same how it was, from the previous album, doing that previous album run.
Yeah.
So this whole him going to these basketball games and Olympics with the mask, the mask is crazy. I know he's getting protected from COVID, but it's like
I haven't seen this.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how can he see.
It look like he's trying to rob a bank.
Yeah, it's like but it's got glare. It's like damn, what type of material is this? It's like, and he wearing his little bubble coat. So I'm like, it's I know it's hot there.
He's wearing a bubble coat in Japan, in Tokyo.
Yeah, like I be like, especially he was at wasn't he at the finals game? One of the finals games.
I thought it was a big three.
Yeah, big three. My fault. Yeah, and he had on this. Yeah, and it looked ridiculous though. It's just like, bruh, okay. Yeah, so I don't know. He definitely about to rob somebody. Like for real. Like, yo, give me your money. Yo, you Kanye? Oh man. And fans, people might be confused, like, yo, should I be thrilled or terrified or whatever, yo? Can't tell them nothing.
La, 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 la.
But definitely the Nas. I'm actually curious about the Nas more because I ain't gonna lie. King's Disease was cool, but
I liked it.
It was cool, but I wouldn't say it was better than Life is Good or Course Automatic or to me, Godson was a good one too.
Godson was really good.
Yeah, that's what's crazy to me about King's Disease is I agree with you, B, with King's Disease, but he was Grammy nominated. I think he won.
Yeah, won a Grammy.
He won Best Rap Album.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted him to win the Grammy, but it was like to me, I look at it like
him and Royce for me.
Yeah, because it was like to me, it was like it wasn't his like most popular album. Like I would say, like to me, I thought Life is Good should have won, but Drake Take Care won. That's how I feel like with the Oscars too. Like most of these actors that have been nominated, like like Meryl Streep, Leonardo DiCaprio, and all them, and they win an Oscar from the they did a good performance, but it'd be a performance that's like they saying like Meryl Streep, she should have won for such and such, Leonardo should have won for Aviator, or I don't know, but the relevant, I didn't see it. I heard he did a good job, but it was like it wasn't, to me.
You didn't
like,
see The Revenant?
No, I haven't seen it.
Me neither.
I'm
I know
just surprised that there's something out there that I have seen that now neither one of you guys have seen.
I know about the Bear situation, and
I
know he got
him all the way up.
Yeah.
All the way up.
Yeah, I saw that, but still, it's like Denzel, like he won. I mean, he did deserve it for Training Day, for everybody, respect him to get them for Malcolm X. That's how it is. Like especially too with musicians, like those that been nominated so many times, or who didn't get nominated, but they get nominated for like either it's the least popular album, or the least highest selling album, or but
So
like I said,
think it was a makeup Grammy. So to speak.
No. I mean, like I said,
Nas
is
up calls in sports or whatever. It's like, oh, this really should have happened at this point in time.
Yeah.
So let's just go ahead and give it to you like 12 years later.
No, I mean, like I said, to me, it was between Nas. Actually, I had either Nas, D Smoke. Royce had a good album too, and then also had Electronica too, trying to win it. But as far as I was looking at it, like, it's definitely, I know that Nas had a better chance than all of them. But I am curious to see how this one going to be, since he's been having a real close connection with Hit Boy, and then they did some stuff on the Judas and the Black Messiah soundtrack. So I'm also curious too where they're trying to go. Is this going to be a continuation from the last album, or they're going to do something different, and then also see the features and all that? So I'm kind of curious. And like I said, this came out of the blue, so it was like a surprise. So it was like
100%.
So I'm kind of curious, what, hopefully this ain't no. This is some stuff that didn't make the first album. I mean, if so, then cool, but hopefully that's not the majority of it.
Yeah, I feel that. So, I don't know, man. I kind of feel like which album do you think might be has the potential of being the better album between the two?
I don't know. We got, like I said, we don't. We heard snippets of Kanye during the listening party. We don't know we haven't heard nothing from Nas, so we don't. So I don't know. We don't know. We gotta guess we'll find out come Friday. So.
And that's and I get excited when it comes to a Nas joint, because that's my thing with Nas. Like, I never know what to expect from a Nas album, and I like it like that, because I feel like you can't compare what he does like that with other people, especially when it comes to the stories. Like, you got some other cats out here that are amazing storytellers, you know what I mean? But Nas just he's a hell of an author, you know what I mean? And he really sets the tone for a lot of cats that be on the storytelling type lane, you know what I mean? So I'm still equally excited for both, and I honestly hope that both are pretty good projects, you know what I mean? So it's one other thing when it comes to music. This has been going on for 2 weeks now. This isn't no structured battle like a Verzuz. Verzuz is WWE type shit. But when you talk about
that's a good
legit, Thank you. When you talk about a legit beef, a legit battle going on, now we got us a situation. Don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, you know what I mean? I'm talking about Detroit versus Chicago. This is Bulls versus Pistons I'm talking about. This Lions versus Bears is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Red Wings versus Blackhawks. This is Lupe versus Nickel. Royce the 5'9". This all came from RJ Payne. I'm a fan of. Shout out to RJ Payne. I want to say he's Philly. Shout out to Philly. He said that him and Ransom are the best in the game right now. And that kind of set off some things that allow. This isn't your regular schmecular MC battle. We talking about, this is mutant shit. Okay, this is mutant level shit. And I like the fact, and more importantly, I like the fact that they're keeping it rap. We ain't gotta worry about, you know, Lupe niggas running up on one of Royce niggas and slapping them, and stuff like that. Or shooting up, you know, a club that
ain't
Lupe
gotta worry
niggas
about
is.
Royce samurai sorting somebody in the street. Lupe, excuse me.
I'm about to say, you gonna mean Lupe for that one,
Lupe
brother.
samurai sorting somebody.
Right, Royce gonna get the guns. Royce will shoot you.
Not that there's anything really funny about that, but yes.
No, it's not. It's not funny that you get shot. It's not.
Except for Looney Tunes.
Yeah, it's only on cartoons. It's funny.
Yes.
Yeah. Shout out to cartoons. I love them. So this is it. They had the little because they stay on IG Live, and there was an IG Live that was, it was 4 of them. It was Royce, Lupe, Mickey Factz. Dr. Mickey. And it was one other guy. Have y'all seen this footage? I can't think of the other guy.
I haven't seen any footage. I've just
There's a lot of footage out there.
heard
it really is.
Tracks. I know. Yeah.
Right.
So go ahead. I was just gonna say I just heard the tracks. I know that they have a pod together. Royce and Lupe.
They used to have a pod together.
Oh. Well, damn. When did it end?
Last week when the diss records came out. Yeah, I hear what you said, because I remember a few weeks back, Tommy, you brought it up on here. And we, you know, you were talking about how Royce said something to Lupe. That was for real. I'm here for it. I want all the smoke. And sure enough, after that was said, this shit happens. And but there was a live, and they was going back and forth, and Royce was just joking with Lupe, you know, and they was talking about, you know, what you gonna do, whatever you want to hop in that ring or whatever, you want the best, yada yada yada. And then Lupe said something, because Royce was joking at it because he didn't have a shirt. He was like, man, don't talk to me with no shirt on, man. Put a shirt on when you talk to me. I ain't talking to no, you know, shit like that. And you know, they was talking about, you know, putting a name in the ring, whatever. Lupe said something, and Royce called him a bitch. Royce said something, bitch. Yada 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 yada. So, and
wow.
that was said, and that was enough for Lupe to put out his record.
Wow.
And then Royce put his out. A young up and coming MC. I can't think of the brother's name, but he got brought up in the conversation. He puts out a record dissing Royce. Royce is talking to Mickey about it. Mickey puts out a record against Royce. After that record comes out, Royce and Mickey have a live. Royce feels away because Mickey said something in the joint, and Mickey was like, well, I mean, you know, I didn't think it was that serious, whatever is part of the battle. It was, you know, he was like, we battling. Like, this is what gets brought up in a battle, you know, stuff like that. And I think, there was another joint where now your man's Murder Mook and Loaded Lux is involved. Murder Mook, and because Lux is tight with Lupe. And Lupe was like, yo, I want to smoke with Royce. Lux told Mook, now again, they're on this live with Royce.
Right.
And they say, and they tell Royce, yo, Lupe wants to smoke. What's good? And it was like, and Lux and Mook was like, yo, we can set this up. And Beasley, I think Royce said Beasley reached out to him. And Loaded was like, you know, I'm gonna hold Lupe down. I kind of gave him some, you know, I'm in his corner in a sense. And Mook was like, I'm fucking with Royce. So if they wanted to put this on
that kind of level,
it's right there.
Well, of course it would be.
It's not going to happen because Royce, I don't think Royce wants to do that. But he was, from what I got out of it, Royce didn't want to battle, but if it take it there, but if it's taken there, it's taken there. And that's when he put out the record he put out.
So I haven't heard Royce's record.
Okay.
I haven't heard his record. I've heard Lupe's and I've heard Mickey Factz.
Mickey Factz did a great RJ Payne impression.
He did.
That's how that man rapped.
He did, and I thought that was kind of stupid. Not stupid. Like me personally, you put me on the RJ Payne. You know what I mean? And I listened to maybe like 2 or 3 projects of his earlier this year, and even though it started with RJ Payne saying what he said, and Royce just said where, I think Mickey should have just kept doing his own thing. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be clear. If RJ Payne was really getting into this, he's the least qualified to be even in this ring, so to speak, when we talk about all of these MCs. He's not fucking with Royce. He's not fucking with Lupe. I don't believe he's fucking with Mickey Factz.
I think he's dope, but he's not on their level. So we're saying the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So, but I do think it's kind of silly. Like I just think it's kind of getting to a point now where it's like, yeah, really. So like y'all niggas who seem like y'all fuck with each other, have respect for each other, got a pod together, been doing your thing together. All of that's falling apart over this. You know, it just seems, all of this seems silly. Like if this is just for the sport of battling, but y'all ultimately still fuck with each other and there's still respect and y'all can still do y'all thing, that's one thing. But if it's like devolving into, yeah, it might not be nothing that goes to the streets, but damn, y'all can't pod no more? Yeah, that to me says it's yeah, they're gonna keep it on wax because they're grown ass men and they know it's just dumb for something like this to turn violent.
Yeah.
But but beyond that, I'm like, dang.
Yeah, like I feel like this, like a lot of rap battles are based off of, if it's not based off of like some real shit that didn't happen, it's an ego thing if it's not that.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's ego, most times when it's ego based, it's dumb shit. Once you think about it, like for me, a prime example is the L cannabis thing.
Mm-hmm.
That young brother, you know, Cannabis was young at the time, young MC, young hungry cat, trying to get his name out there. You invited him on the track with other legendary MCs, and my man saw that you had a tattoo of a microphone on your arm, and he just said, "Yo, I like that tattoo on your arm." And he said in the rhyme, "Yo, L, is that a mic on your arm? Let me grab that." And you call feelings off that? And then you feel away, and now y'all niggas is exchanging bars at each other on a song? On the same record? Come on.
Yeah.
That shit is so dumb to me. Like, come on, man. He said that out of admiration.
Yeah.
And you feel away? Like, the fuck off your high horse, man. And with this Lupe and Royce thing, I genuinely rock with it in the sense of it's all out of the competitive spirit.
Mm-hmm.
When Royce called feelings off of Lupe, because Lupe was trying to say that Royce is doing all this stuff and saying all this stuff about Lupe because he's putting something out. It's a rollout, part of a rollout or some other stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Royce made a good point of why it's not that case. And, you know, was saying like he has been thinking about making music. He's been doing other things, you know, this, that, and the third.
Mm-hmm.
So I do believe Royce in that sense. But I think that one joint where he called him a B when Royce called Lupe a bitch or whatever, Lupe said some stuff, and that made Royce kind of say something. But at the same time, it didn't really have to go there, where it's a name calling thing. And now that he called you a bitch, you about to, you go ahead and make a record about him. And it's like, all right, I would have liked it. Like, it's kind of like you said, Tommy. Like, I would have liked it if it was just, this was just some friendly shit. Like, okay, RJ Payne said this. Well, I got bars for him. I got bars for Ransom, and I got bars for you other niggas that to keep saying shit. It's all love. And I'm gonna say who did this.
It basically like the Kendrick.
Ago.
Nah, Kendrick hopped on the control verse and basically,
he just called niggas out, and he was like, "I got love for you niggas, but at the same time, I'm trying to murder you niggas.
Yeah,
make sure your core fans don't know, saying forget about you niggas.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, and after he did that, mad niggas came. Lupe was one of them.
Yeah.
Even Stro young ass said something. Meek Mill tried to clap at him, and it was like a few other people. It was rappers out the woodwork coming for Kendrick.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it sparked the fire, and it was what we needed. It's what hip hop needed. You feel me? With this situation, I had another example, but when you said this, it messed me up, and I forgot it. And I'm trying to get it back. Oh, I know we don't rock with. I know a lot of us don't rock with this man no more. But Tory Lanez did this a couple years ago. He came out was like, "I'm better than all these rap niggas. Whoever want to smoke, come through. What's up?" Joyner said some shit. Tory had bars for Joyner. Joyner clapped back at that nigga. Somebody else stepped up. Can't think of the name. New York nigga. He's a Boogie with the hoodie homeboy. Can't think of his name. He ain't put out nothing in a minute. But him and Tory exchanged bars. But it was no disrespect.
But see, this is where it feels like it's getting real close to that line of disrespect. And this is not even taking into the account that Royce called Lupe a bitch or whatever when he was talking about it at first to start. It just seems like it's getting really, really close to that line, if not outright crossing it. And it would be one thing if these cats were really battle rappers and they was in that arena where, that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like you come in, people are paying to hear this. People are paying to see y'all do y'all thing and go at each other like this. It's another thing where somebody just comes out with a diss track and then it just keeps going, and then it's kind of like as a man, you're gonna feel a way like, okay, is this art? Are you coming at me because you feel like you think you're a better artist and you're trying to show that? Or we're going a whole nother route where it's getting into the more personal stuff, which again, if this was in that actual battle rap arena where this is, like this is what it is. You know what I mean? This is what folks want. This is what they're paying for. This is what y'all selling. That's one thing. But this is just like, you didn't like something I said. And now we go in here with it.
But I feel like this situation isn't that bad where they can't piece things up. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
I don't think the situation isn't that bad where it's like, nah, fuck that nigga. Period. I ain't fucking with him no more. I don't think this is that bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they can come back from this. You know, if anything, this is just a case with cats that are like super passionate about something, and through speaking about it, it went one way, then it went another.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like it really didn't have to, it honestly really didn't have to go to where people not speaking like that. You know, like it's one way of you don't like how the person handled the situation or what they said. But
Yeah.
you know, and I can see, and if this was the thing where now, if this was a thing where this has been going on with them two for like a long time, and it
Yeah.
never really been resolved,
Yeah.
okay, then it's something different. But if it's just this is just something that because I've watched their podcast before,
Mm-hmm.
and they've you know, and they always have jokes for each other, or Royce would joke Lupe, you know, but I think Lupe is the more sensitive person out of the two, so he felt the way about certain things. Um, but uh, yeah, like as long as my thing is again, as long as they keep it on wax, and then eventually there's a possibility of them to talking things out and making peace, and like you said, they can bring back the podcast. Cool. You know what I'm saying? That's fine with me. But if they don't speak on this and don't rock with each other, you know, for a long, you know, for the rest of their lives or whatever, it's like, damn, this that deep?
Mm.
Because it really ain't that deep for real. So um I enjoy the music that comes out of it. I don't know if there's still gonna be music that came out of I kind of feel like what's said has been said.
Mm-hmm.
Um I mean, if RJ speaks on it or does a record, that'd be interesting. Or if I know Ransom just put out a project, Heavy as the Head, and I can say, you know, Ransom is kind of putting his name out there, so I'm not mad at what RJ Payne said, and I, you know, and I think he has every right to feel that way. You know what I mean? But if you look at what's out and what's popping and like what's hot and all that, and you look at what RJ Payne brings to the table and you look at what Ransom brings to the table, I mean,
Nah, it ain't y'all.
what you mean? Nah, it ain't y'all.
I don't know. I cut you off. I didn't know where you was going with it for certain. But I thought you was gonna say if you look at what they bring to the table, then nah, y'all really aren't the best ones doing it right now.
You talking about Ransom and RJ Payne, or you talking about the
Yeah,
people?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, I yeah. Like, I mean, I like those guys. I think they're dope, and comparing them to what's popping and what's hot, I kind of like what RJ and Ransom is doing. there's certain guys that are in the mainstream or that's popping or whatever. The guys that made the double XL list. Some of those is a few of those guys
So
that are
you
cool.
so you're saying over anybody else right now putting out music, you're playing Ransom and RJ Payne consistently over anybody else.
Depends on who it is.
No, but he's saying they the best.
Yeah, I know what he's saying. But compared to certain people, yeah. Compared to certain artists, they're better than certain artists out here. To me. And I'm talking about.
Yes, but when we say the best, that
I
means
know
I'm
what
better
they
than
mean.
all
I
of
know
these
what they
niggas.
mean, Tommy. I know what they mean. I'm just saying that this stuff isn't. He's warranted that. That's his opinion. He's entitled to that. We may not agree with it, but what?
What?
What'd you say?
I didn't say nothing.
Oh, so you was trying to say something.
Oh, no.
Oh, I mean, I know that, I know what they're saying. I know that they're saying that they're the best, but what I'm saying is, I mean, compared to most people, to some of these younger acts out here, and some acts have been out here for a little bit, I kind of like they stuff more than them. So I mean, he's warranted his opinion. It's no different from when T.I. said that one point in time, he said he was the king of the South. We didn't, quite a few of us disagreed with him, but he proved it. You know what I'm saying? And there's a few other people. So it's like, if you're going to put that out there, matter of fact, the baby has been saying since he then came out, what, 2018 or so, well, since he got, in the mass public eye, he's been saying he's the best motherfucking rapper.
Yeah.
And I like the baby. I think he's good, but I don't think he's the best. But with Ransom saying that with RJ Payne saying that him and Ransom is the best, looking at what the baby done said, I'm kind of rocking with what RJ Payne said about him and Ransom versus the baby. Yeah, the baby has, mainstream success or whatever, and he makes good music. But, again, I'm a lyrics guy. I like bars. Ransom and RJ Payne, they give me more bars than what the baby does. So I can say in the sense of, if we're talking about lyrically them being the best, as far as everybody, no. But with a certain amount of people, you can put them up there. I think you can put them up there with a certain amount of people, not with everybody. But them saying that if he thinks that them two are the best, that's his opinion. I don't think that they're the best, but against certain people, they are. They are better.
All right. But I don't know. It's funny because he said it, and Royce responded, and then it really ceased to be about RJ Payne and Ransom and more about Royce's response, and then Lupe and Mickey Factz, and you know what I'm saying. I don't even really think Cats is like, oh, let me check out RJ Payne, because when I listen to Cats discuss this, they bring up what RJ said and Royce's response, and that's the last time you hear RJ Payne's name mentioned in the conversation. It's like, okay, so now we got these three alien niggas involved when it comes to rapping. How do y'all feel about that? Versus
the
three
guy,
alien
because
niggas
no one
and the guy who eventually started
no
the
one
whole
knows
thing.
who RJ Payne is. That's why they kind of like that, and didn't really do they research or really listen to his music like that. I feel like, hey, it's something it's kind of trending, it's kind of going on. They kind of talking about it on the net, but nobody never really listened to his music like that.
Now you
But
saying that he came out with a diss track too, right?
who, RJ Payne?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, so he didn't even come out with a joint.
He ain't never come out with nothing. Since this whole time, since he said what he said, he never came out with anything. Ransom hasn't come out. He hasn't come out talking about this joint neither. I know he just did my expert opinion Math Hoffa's joint. But I think when he did it, I don't think his music came out then. If any of the records came out, they probably did. I'm not sure, but yeah, I don't know, man. I think that part is kind of messed up because no one never really mentions RJ Payne stuff, and they never really listened. I feel like they haven't brought up Ransom stuff.
Yeah,
but Ransom has been out. Ransom has been out here for a while. He's been out here longer than a decade.
Is this the same Ransom that was on like the Clue mixtapes, Ransom?
Yes, this is the same Ransom.
Wow.
Clue mixtapes, and he's been on Static Selector albums.
Yeah.
This is that Ransom.
Yeah, he has been out here for a while.
Went by a different name. RJ Payne, I forgot the name he used to go under, but he came from the battling circuit. He actually won one of the MTV battles with Def Jam. But he's not known, and that's the thing. It's like that's the one thing that I kind of trip off. This is like I hear all the time about these younger cats that I never heard of or that's coming up or whatever, and it's like they're always warranted attention. But with a guy like a RJ Payne, it's like he didn't get that type of look. I found out about RJ Payne because he was on Benny the Butcher's first plugs I met. He was on the first one. And I said, okay, sound all right for real. And then maybe a couple years after that, I'm gonna say last year, dude kind of pops up on my radar. And I'm like, okay, who is this guy? Then he had all these projects. He dropped mad projects last year. And I think that's kind of like why he's saying he's the best, because he done put out X amount of projects within a couple years. You know what I mean? And then when you see like the artwork for his stuff and things of that nature, it does remind you of like the Griselda type of joints. You know what I mean? So he's kind of one of those rappers that came out of that. Because mind you, when Griselda came out, not long after they came out with their sound, it's been mad people with that same kind of sound. You know what I mean? And he just happens to be one of them. And he just happens to be one of the few that are like consistent, because there's a lot of them. And I don't know, he must have, you know, he's putting that work in, and I guess he's feeling himself, and he's like, yo, me and my man, we the best. So, you know, again, can't knock it. There's certain people where he is better. So you know, but it is messed up, I guess, because he ain't making nothing that's like that you could play on the radio or in the club. So because of that, you're not going to know who this guy is. It's like that with a lot of indie cats.
Well, RJ Payne, people know your name now thanks to this beef starting between these alien rappers.
That's just like with the Jacquees shit.
Use it.
He came out
Yeah.
and said he was the king of R&B. Ain't nobody never heard of this. I knew of him before he said that. And it was just like, nah. You got some work to do, young man.
No, sir.
You know what I mean? So so do you think so do you think RJ Payne played himself?
No, because here's the thing. I don't think he played himself at all. He's just doing what niggas in his position do. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He's not the first. He won't be the last. But I do feel that he's letting an opportunity go and trying to get more people interested in his project. Because, I mean, his comment turned out to be the catalyst for all this other stuff, but it's not a catalyst for people actually going to check out who he is or who his music or what kind of music he makes. Excuse me.
Yeah, but I think,
or if it is, it's minimal. It's not.
I was about to say it might be something different now. Now that people know what it is and how it got started, I think now they might be checking him out because that's what usually happens. I like for example the shit that came out with take for example the Drake Quentin Miller thing. I ain't never heard of Quentin Miller before that, but after you found that out, people was checking his stuff out.
But that was something that didn't originate because Quentin Miller said.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like, if Quentin Miller said, man, nigga, I'll write all Drake shit for real. Then, you know, and even when that happened, people was actually looking into who he was.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't look more into the people who responded to what he said.
Mm.
You know? So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, some people might be checking it out, the people that actually pay attention and look into how everything really started with this. But it's more people that's waiting to see if, is Royce and Lupe about to do a smack battle? Hold on. Mook and Lux is trying to put this together too? Oh, snap. I would check that. Let me check this caffeine app. You know what I mean? Let me go check out some smack battles now that I'm thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, RJ Payne is like the last part of that whole thought process. Where it's like, he did say something. Let me go check out this brother's music. I don't believe what he said, but he might be good. He might be good. I might like his music. You know, that's like the last thought of most people that have heard about this.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm saying. I think he now it might work for him in his advantage as well, because Royce might be like, you know what? I appreciate you not just trying to jump on and get more attention from this nonsense. So let's work together. Let's get in the studio. Let's put some shit together. You know what I mean? I want to help you build. You know, that could happen out of this.
Possibly.
That could happen out of this. Who knows? They could be communicating ever since, because
that's
another thing. The fact that Royce even responded to his joint at all was probably big for him.
Because that's probably something where they probably talked privately. Because not everything needs to be on live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything's
got to be on Front Street.
I could see Payne seeing this seeing everything, not this, but the situation that happened.
Yeah.
And reaching out to all of those guys, really.
Yeah.
Just trying to see like, yo, what was good. But at the same time, if your art, all right, or it could be this. You can be RJ Payne, seeing how everything goes, watch how everything is kind of happening, and you just on some supervillain shit, just sitting back like, I've pitted 3 mutant MCs against each other. My plan works. And then when
he on some
dust
Samuel
settles,
L. Jackson in the M. Night, not the M. Night Shyamalan. Yeah, the M. Night Shyamalan joint. Mr. Glass. Was
Mr.
he
Glass.
like the super villain, the evil genius?
Yeah. He's trying to take over. Well, no one would ever take place Doom. Shout out to forgot the name of the actual streets, but it's in New York City. They had the street ceremony for MF Doom. Excuse me, I believe it's KMD MF Doom Way.
Yeah.
Salute. I want to say he's out in, what is that, Long Island?
Long Beach.
Long Beach, New York. Salute to Long Beach, New York.
Never heard of that until this instance, you know what I mean? I was like, don't they mean Long Island? But
yeah. So yeah, shout out to that to them for making that happen. You know what I mean? But yes, that's some super villain shit too. You know, he could be in the bed just chilling, watching how everything go, and he's like, "Look what I done did." You know, and then he might be working on some shit. You never know. He might be working on something. So I don't know. Breon, I would like to get your take on this if you are familiar with this stuff.
Well, not really on the whole Royce, and I mean, I know little bits and pieces of it, but as far as I was confused, like ever, like was it real or not? But as I'm not familiar with RJ Payne, and also too but as with the MF Doom, I think that's a great honor. So hopefully like I said, hopefully legacy cool. It's just sad. It's just bittersweet still how like he's getting all this recognition and stuff like this when they dead and gone. As composed how he was when he was alive, you know, he was, you know, people knew him. He had a nice following, but now, you know, since he did, everybody want to know more about him since everybody, you know, heard great things about him and how he was a dope rapper and all that. And now, you know, here we are, name the street out of him. So it's like, yeah. So it's like, it's bittersweet. But
bittersweet.
Yeah, this whole I don't know how long it's gonna last, this whole Royce and Lupe joint. So it's kind of sad too. They, you know, like both of them. I know how Lupe, he can get emotional. Sensitive at times on some things, especially on like, you know, I see him getting on folks back in the day when on social media, on Twitter and things of that nature. And so yeah, so I don't know about that. I haven't even heard none of the tracks really. I've seen them, but I didn't get a chance to listen to them.
I've heard all 3, and I like the Royce joint better than the Lupe joint. The Mickey Factz, even though he made, you know, he was doing little impersonations of Ransom and Payne. I like the Payne one more than the Ransom one, but I wasn't mad at what he did, but I like that one too. I'll say if I had to put them in order, I like the Royce joint. I like the Mickey joint. Lupe is the last joint that I've rocked with. But no, I definitely feel where you're coming from because I am fans of both Royce and Lupe myself. Legends, they have multiple classic projects. You know what I'm saying? And we, and we, I call them mutant MCs, no pun intended, but we all marvel at what they do. You know what I'm saying? And again, the fact that is at this level, like I'll say as far as the reason why this joint started, how it did is like it kind of sucks, that it was like some tension, but again, I do feel like that they're mature enough to just keep it on some music stuff and leave it at that, because it's always unfortunate, you know what I'm saying, when you hear about MCs passing away, or hearing that they got into a fight or they're in the hospital because some stuff broke up between them and another rapper or whatever. So, but again, I would. I mean, if y'all up for it, whenever y'all get a chance, listen to them records. You know what I mean? But I do hope there's some peace between those two eventually. So that's the deal with that.
So what's next?
Me getting up out of here. It's 5 o'clock, y'all.
Y'all, we back. Sean stepped out. Tommy having some video connection problems. That's why, if you're doing the John Cena on y'all, that's why.
Piggybacking off other people's internet is not the way to go, people. Just get your own shit. Nah. So where are we at, man? Where you want to take this thing, B?
Well, I'm not great with accents, so Sean do it better. But let's talk about some basketball. I ain't doing that Avery Johnson shit. Basketball. Sean can do it better. I'm sorry. I'm kind of a little jealous. My accents is terrible.
Basketball is my favorite sport. All right.
So we got the biggest, hottest trade that happened this past week.
The biggest and the hottest.
Yeah. Right now. Yeah. But pause. I know you did it. Yeah, sorry. Pause on that. The biggest
and the hottest trade.
Pause.
Tune in to Everything's Blerd, where you'll hear about the biggest and the hottest trades in today's NBA.
But for right now, it's Russell Westbrook got traded to the Lakers.
Russ is on the way.
So we got LeBron got another new big three.
Triple doubles on the way. We had to let go of Kuzma and KCP.
Mm-hmm. And Trez.
And Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah, and some draft picks.
and a pick, yeah.
Yeah. So
interesting.
Yeah, definitely interesting.
I think the Wizards, I think this actually helps both teams because you now get KCP and Kyle Kuzma, who they were contributing players on the championship team.
Mm-hmm.
You got Montrezl Harrell, who was the sixth man of the year at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he can do his thing, get back to that form, playing in the Eastern Conference now. Bradley Beal's still there.
So you think he's gonna still stay after all this?
And I don't think he's going anywhere.
Mm.
I don't think he's going anywhere. And
because there was rumors that he was Boston. Who was trying to get him. Boston and Golden State was trying to get Beal.
Yeah, but I don't. If he wanted to be gone from Washington, I think he could have been. I'm not gonna say force his way out, but let the people that make those decisions or who can make that happen know how he feels, and he could get out of Washington if he really, 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 really wanted out. But so far, he's still there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they were a playoff team last year, although they got their ass beat first round. Philly, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, they still got him as far as I'm concerned. And I think unless there's something new that's developed, I just don't see him leaving DC.
Yeah, because he really didn't want to leave anyway. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think if he really wanted out, he could be out probably.
Yeah, but I did like
the way the NBA is today.
Yeah, but I do know I know he wasn't pleased with the Wizards' decision on the new coach. He wasn't, he wanted Sam Cassell. That's what I heard, that he wanted Sam Cassell to be the head coach, not Wes Unseld Jr.
I don't blame him for that.
So yeah, I did heard that, but I ain't gonna lie. I would, if the Boston thing was, I would see him more in Boston if he did want to leave. I would see that move to Boston, like trade him with Jaylen Brown. That could, and also too, him and Jason Tatum, they grew up together. You know what I'm saying? So they,
you know what? I would trade Bradley Beal for if Jaylen Brown, and they would have to probably get somebody else too, because of you trade salaries in the NBA basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, if Jaylen Brown was a part of the package, yeah, I would definitely do that.
So
I would definitely do that.
I won't see him. I can't. Golden State, I still believe that they kind of rebuilding, and also they still have Clay, Steph, Draymond. I don't think they need. I don't know. I mean, Wiggins he has his days, his moments, but I don't know. I wouldn't. But they still trying to find a way to trade him.
Look, I don't see him going to Golden State because they just made the trade with the Lakers. So, they got them a Kuz, they got them a KCP. Wiggins ain't really going to do much more for them. You know what I mean? Clearly, he's not on the same level of player as Bradley Beal, though. He's probably a better defensively. He's probably, much better defensively. But anyway, I think the trade as is helps both teams.
Yeah.
I think if the Wizards get them a good, what if the Wizards take a run at CP3? You got Bradley Beal there. You got Kuzma and KCP, proven veteran players. They've been in winning situations. They know what it looks like. They know what it takes.
Mm-hmm.
You got the big Daniel Gafford, is his
Mm-hmm.
name maybe,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
who was doing his thing last year. He got hurt, I think. But you got him coming back. Plus, free agency hasn't yet begun, so the team could still make a couple moves. I imagine. I don't know all the details, but in the East,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? They with the right, well, but then again, the coaching situation. Had
Yeah,
they
'cause
got Sam Cassell and had they, let's say they make a move and get like a good point guard,
Mm-hmm.
I could see the Wizards really not being like a championship contender, but like second round.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? See them getting to the second round, maybe. But then again, the East is going to be loaded. The Bucks just won a chip. Brooklyn, you expect to be healthy.
Mm-hmm. Chicago making some moves. They trying to get Lonzo Ball and Derrick Rose back.
What?
Yeah, I'm reading that. I just, heard about that. They definitely trying to get Lonzo, and they definitely trying to get bring back Derrick Rose. Wow, with Levine, and that's something too. They didn't know it big, but that's what they do. They got what's his name from Orlando. They trick.
Chris
Yeah,
Paul. Chris Paul can help a Chicago team too, for
I
real.
think Chris Paul gonna stay at Phoenix.
I think he should.
Yeah, he should stay, and yeah, I think I'll see him. I don't know. Between him and Braun, I'm trying to figure out who was like Melo too. Like, oh yes. Well, speaking of that, actually, as far as Chris Paul, he should just stay and retire there. What I was about to say was like, as far as them, they like the only ones out of the well, CPT, he wasn't in the '03 draft, but him, Melo and Braun, they I see them. I think Melo probably got like another year or two. You funny.
I can't actually see the whole thing as I typed it out over here because of what is described, but I'm assuming you can.
Told me it's blank today because of his broke ass internet.
All right.
That's funny. But yeah, I was saying like I see Melo probably gonna do I'll see maybe 2 more years in.
Melo, Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said who? The Lakers are trying to sign him?
Yeah, the Lakers trying to get. There's reports Lakers trying to get Melo, Rudy Gay, also DeMar too. They said they said they for all of them really, especially Carmelo and DeMar. DeMar is cool with paying less. So is Melo. And I think Rudy Gay, he don't care. They all just want to just try to compete to win a championship. Play to win the championship.
So they got rid of Kuzma, KCP,
Trez.
and Trez.
So they still have Caruso, Horton, Tucker. Please retire. Please retire Jared Dudley. What's the point of you up there? Who else?
Hey, Jared Dudley, keep getting them checks, man. Keep getting them checks, bro.
Wesley Matthews still there. Who else? Yeah, I don't know. I know. Like I said, Rudy Gay wouldn't mind playing off the bench. So will Melo. And I think like I said, DeMar, he's cool. Like he wants to play. Besides, he wants to play in LA anyway. Him and Kyle Lowry said at the same time they want to play with LeBron since they can't beat him. But
I think DeMar DeRozan would be a good pickup for them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about Rudy Gay at this point in his career. Not a bad player, but I just, it's like LeBron is like 36, 37.
Mm-hmm.
Wesley Matthews is 30-something.
Mm-hmm.
Russ Westbrook is like
31, 32.
32,
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
Who else did you say? Melo is like 35, 36.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't understand. I really would not understand making that move to bring in Melo, and DeMar DeRozan and Rudy Gay.
Yeah, but also too, this they're also trying to get Dwight Howard back. They're trying to get.
Well, that should be easy.
Yeah, and also too, I just heard they're trying to get Dragic from
Dragic.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's 30-something.
Yeah, and also too, well, before the whole the Russell Westbrook thing, they was also looking at Buddy Hield.
All right, well, it's only so many spots and so much money to go around.
I know.
Man.
Yeah, I know.
I think Buddy Hield will work. I think Buddy Hield is one that they'll do. I think DeRozan they'll do. I think they may even do Melo too, off the strength of him and LeBron's relationship or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think Rudy Gay will be the odd man out because he's older at this point. Like he might get picked up and he just won't really get no playing time except for like some of them games in the regular season. But he won't really be like a rotation player in like crunch time and in the playoffs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Unless they have them kind of injuries.
So if I was Marc Gasol, I retire because that was like a waste of time.
Is Marc Gasol still under contract?
I don't know.
He's still playing? If he's free agent, he need to retire.
Yeah, for real. I mean, you tried, but it was like, it just didn't fit. So, like I'm saying, the starting five should be Andre Drummond, AD.
Oh, I forgot they still had him.
Yeah. So you got Andre Drummond, AD.
and
Braun.
Yeah.
So you got Westbrook playing the point. So like you need like Braun said they said they talk AD, Braun and Westbrook before the trade happened, discussing how they would work together. So it's like they said they both Braun and AD said they was cool with switching their position. They AD will play the I think he said you play center while Braun will play the power forward. I don't yeah.
Here's how I see this working out for them. Braun he's still going to be the point.
Yeah.
Russell bring the ball up at times too, though.
Yeah, because Russell said he's
going to be the point.
Yeah, because Russell did mention on the thing that he said Russell did mention that he's cool with playing off the point like he did in Houston.
Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. He's going to play off the point. I think Russ is going to be the only player that's really going to play in the post offensively for them.
But I will say this though, they better. I'm sorry, Russ gotta change something, and also too he gotta work on that jumper. I don't know what happened. Like for real, I mean,
yeah, he does, but that's not how they're going to use him.
Yeah. But
you know how he was getting layups and playing the post and all that in Houston? Mm-hmm. I think mid-range. I think that's how they're going to use him. I think AD likes to shoot from the outside. AD is not really a major post player. He's like, from the elbow, maybe from the wing a little bit, extended out to the three. You got LeBron, same thing. Mm-hmm. LeBron likes to shoot from the outside now too. He does do some things in the post, but he also is able to kind of dictate and control and, set people up from the post. And
Yeah, they still need some shooters.
Drummond.
Yeah, Drummond.
I don't know if Drummond is starting.
He got to. I mean, who
No, I
else?
don't. No, I don't. Not in today's NBA. How many teams really have centers like that?
You know, besides, let me see. All right, Philly.
I'm gonna say Philly. You got Denver. But, you know, Jokic.
Maybe New York.
What, Mitchell Robinson?
I'm sorry. No, yeah, okay. So yeah, you're right.
KD plays center for the Nets.
Yeah, the Nets. So yeah.
Defensively.
Yeah, besides Philly, Milwaukee.
Yeah, Milwaukee, but then
Washington.
Drummond can't do nothing with Giannis.
Yeah.
And then Brook Lopez really be, you know, be out on the 3-point line, though. You know, they did get him in the paint a little bit.
Yeah.
In the playoffs, finally.
In the finals, definitely, yeah.
But yeah, that's what I mean. In today's NBA, the big man in the
Utah, Denver. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Utah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say Utah, Denver, Phoenix. You know, got DeAndre.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Let's see. The Clippers, do they have anybody? I mean, they got Zubac. Okay.
Yeah, Zubac. Yeah.
Yeah, Zubac. Golden State has James Wiseman, but I mean, he's like 20, maybe.
Yeah.
Sacramento has.
I don't know. I don't
know, right? Dallas has who? Miami has Bam.
Dallas has what's his name? No, he's not a center. I was gonna say
Dallas has Porzingis.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? You don't really have a whole lot of I guess it's enough teams that you want to have somebody on your team that can bang down low. But it's not night in, night out. That's who you're going to be playing against. That's, or you're going to have those kinds of players on the other team that you got to worry about. So, yeah, I'm not sure Drummond starts. And then because you don't have those players on your team, you think about it, you'd be like, okay, Braun is diesel. AD is still like 6'11", 7 feet tall. Defensive player of the year candidate always, it seems like. Then you need your wing players, and you got Russ. You need some guys that's maybe like big enough and quick enough that can switch on defense, chase around some folks, and hit some shots.
Yeah, so we'll see. I'm not even. Yeah, I don't know. But as far as I agree with you, if like I said, if Bill stays, it definitely will work out for both teams. You know what I'm saying? But still,
I think it puts the Wizards in a much better position overall.
Yeah, and Bradley Beal got a little bit more help, hopefully, because I think Kyle Kuzma, he will definitely shine better in these. We'll see. I don't know. But
I hope that they didn't make the wrong decision coaching wise.
Yeah, that too.
That will fuck them up.
Yeah, but also too, as far as the Lakers, like I said, they still need more people. I mean, I ain't gonna sit I ain't gonna say they got Westbrook in the mix now, or they're gonna win a championship. Oh no, I ain't gonna say that yet.
I'm not either.
And that's still a tough gamble. Like I said, like for real, Russ got to step it up as far as just the shooting, and also too the assist to turnover ratio, as always. But yeah, and also too it's still Bron's team, so it's like I know they're all cool, but it's like they still gotta find a way to work together. And like I said, this ain't what 10 years ago. If it was 10 years ago, it'd be dope. But now everybody older now, so it's like yeah, um, between Braun and Westbrook,
Mm.
everybody in their 30s now. So it's like yeah, so it's like y'all gotta think like a veteran too, and then try to find ways to connect, especially see with the any shooters, and also as far as like the other people they mentioned, I wouldn't mind, like I said, DeMar. I wouldn't mind Melo either.
They're gonna get Buddy Hield. I think that's
Yeah,
happening.
that'd be cool too. So we'll see. Just see. I'm just it's gonna be interesting, definitely. So just curious to see how it goes. Everybody already hyping up, Lakers and Nets because the history, and also too, former teammates, against former teammates. So it's like, yeah.
So I think that could happen.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't surprise me if it was Bucks and Nets, Eastern Conference Finals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nets win this time. They'll be healthy.
Yeah.
And
but, I'm still curious about Philly. Like I know I heard reports about they've been trying to shop around with Simmons, and nobody don't want him.
Shit. No, nobody's trying to pay them or trying to give them what they're asking for. I think plenty of people would take Ben Simmons, but none of the people want to give them what they're asking for. But I think I agree with something. I don't know if we were talking about this on one of the, I think where it was like CJ or trade CJ McCollum from Portland.
Mm-hmm.
Because CJ's not an all-star player, but as far as offense goes,
yeah, he still got it.
You'd be hard pressed to find many in the Eastern Conference as nice as CJ McCollum.
Mm-hmm.
And they already got enough players, additional size and players specifically that can play defense. Embiid is nice offensively. Embiid plays defense. Seems like if he can stay healthy, you know what I mean? Between that and you hope Doc Rivers can figure something out.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like we'll see. And also too, I know Mavericks is also looking at DeMar too.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that, but I do. But everybody like DeMar wants to go to LA, so does Melo.
Damn, so Melo don't even want to go back with Portland?
I don't know. I think it's just more. I don't know. I think he is grateful. I mean, grateful that they gave him another opportunity. But it's like, I don't know. And also too, like the whole situation with the Portland thing too. Since the coach left, and
Lillard's on the way.
Yeah, well, Chauncey Billups got it. Shout out to him. But that I heard that they said that Dame wasn't feeling that. I'm kind of surprised, but and then it led to that trade rumors that he wanted to be traded and all that, but that wasn't true. But we'll see. But yeah, but as far as Melo go, I think he just wanted. I mean, he knows that he's like down to the end of his career. I think he's just like, look. Anything he'd look at it like, see, like LA, okay, yeah, playing with Braun, he knows that he's gonna be cool with getting the veterans minimum payment. So like, yeah, so why not taking out pays of Westbrook? But yeah. So
Russ, just give Melo like $2 million of the 40 that you're getting.
Yeah. But
LeBron, give Melo like $2 million.
Yeah. But we'll see. But yeah, moving on, man. I just see how it goes. But I'm curious about these other trades that's gonna be happening. So like I said, we got we're gonna go talk about a serious issue, really, pretty much. It's happening in the Olympics, and it's been mostly talked about with Simone Biles and her situation. It's between her and then the whole Naomi situation as well.
Naomi Osaka.
Yeah. And how they really publicly address how about mental health, especially to them. But they're not the first, but it's been a hot topic for the past couple months now between them two. I mean, we heard it before with in basketball with Kevin Love, with DeMar, and with who else was going through it? Ben Gordon, when he was in Chicago, he was going through it. But yeah, but definitely Kevin Love and DeMar. I forgot it was another player that was just he addressed about the mental health as far as playing in the league.
What was differences though? Like with Kevin Love, I think DeMar DeRozan, they had anxiety.
Yeah, anxiety. Yeah. No, DeMar had depression.
Excuse me. You're right.
Yeah, DeMar had depression.
Kevin Love had anxiety.
Yeah.
Naomi Osaka had anxiety. And dealing with the media. Simone Biles, I don't know if it was anxiety or what. I'd say that her statement has been about she feels like she's doing this for other people and she wanted it to be more for herself.
Yeah, and also too, she was down for a lot of pressure as far as becoming the face of the Tokyo Olympics, and also too, the pressure too she was going through as well. She was trying out new things, these new routines. She mentioned it on her Instagram about the twisties, about how you'd be doing the multiple twists when you're doing these flips. And how it definitely, plays a role on your physical being too, because it felt like you're not. It could, when you do these flips and do these multiple spins and twists, that it depends how how you land, and make sure you don't injure yourself that badly.
Yeah.
Also, too, she was also pressured especially too, by the Olympic Committee too. They was trying to make sure she does not win everything or don't get the best score. Something like that I heard. It was something like that. Where they was that she was they were trying to make
she's
sure.
being penalized basically for being as good as she has been.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she has to do the most, crazy shit to get, higher scores.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows she's just too good.
Yeah.
So the other shit that everybody else can get away with, they will look at it that was kind of easy for you.
Yeah. And then she's been going through a lot anyway from the previous the Olympics that she was that sexual harassment situation that they had with the trainer.
Yep.
So
sexual assault situation, really.
Yeah. So
because he was the whole team. It seemed like he had several teams worth of people. That he was, let's just say, inappropriately touching.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy though. It's like, yeah, they, you expect, especially too when these parents of the gymnastics try to trust these trainers a lot because they're gonna be around them a lot more, especially to do these events and then taking care of, making sure they good, and then the pressure on, they, how these trainers be on trying to make sure they work their hardest, making sure they, be 100% perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Not just on their routine, but also too on their body shape and the things that they their physical, everything. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Then you go around do some sleazy stuff like yeah, but it's crazy. But yeah, but I didn't. Have you saw the Naomi's documentary on Netflix?
No, I have not.
So yeah, I said I want to check that out too. I didn't know she had a sister, and then like they she's also like she plays tennis as well, but I don't know if she's gonna follow suit. I think she is gonna go pro.
Mm-hmm.
I think yeah. So that's another thing with Naomi is like yeah they was dissing her because like yeah she didn't want to speak in interviews and then also too the whole everybody's getting on her now because she made she's a model now. She's doing magazine covers and things of that nature on Vogue and Sports Illustrated. But yeah, but no, but they said yeah she would do that, but instead of trying to, that's cool with her. That's like not bothering her mental health. That's what they saying, and like but you can't go ahead and play for the U.S. Open or Wimbledon or whatever and try to win. Well, she did compete in the Olympics for Tokyo, but she lost.
Yeah, so
that's
I think she made it to the third round, was it?
wasn't far. I know that. I know she didn't make it. That yeah. Sad about Coco. She didn't. Yeah, she was tested positive. That was crazy.
Oh, Coco Gauff?
Yeah.
I thought she just so she didn't get a chance to play.
Nah, she like before the Olympics started, she was tested positive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Damn.
COVID. So yeah. Yeah. But but the whole thing with the Olympics, even though they the cases was high, I was like I thought they was gonna cancel it, but it's still going.
Mm-hmm.
So it's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm looking forward for the next one when they're gonna have the breakdancing competition, the first time on the 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like the whole process is gonna be crazy for that.
Yeah.
Like just every round, up to the well, and then how are you being judged? How are you getting scored? You know what I mean? Like
yeah, but it's gonna be cool though. I'm looking forward, and then you see other nations, the teams of different nations. From the U.S. to Brazil to Japan to everybody got their own style of trying to it's gonna be kind of really dope, really dope. I mean, not like we haven't seen it before in the breakdancing competitions and stuff like that, like the Red Bull, what's that one? Yeah, so it's like
yeah,
it's good to see.
Red Bull gives you wings, my nigga.
But I'm gonna move on. But definitely with the whole mental health thing, it's crazy now. It's kind of it's very supportive to see like other athletes from different fields, from football to baseball. They're all like limited support and also to their 2 cents about how important it is.
Yeah.
But it's crazy that it's happening now as opposed to like it should have been addressed a long time ago. I know like certain athletes that was going through it back then, but it never made it, public on what they was going through. in that mental state.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how like they want them to take notice now, guys. Compose how's it was back then. So
back then it was like, if you don't get out there and play.
So
I want to hear this shit.
yeah. But yeah, man, moving on. I'm gonna go ahead and go into some superhero stuff since that's also like the kind of the biggest thing that's been happening. So like I said, this for Friday coming up is the release of James Gunn's The Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
So it's getting great reviews, and it's already been it's been the highest rated movie, the highest review movie for the DC extended universe before it got created. That's
now who does these reviews?
I
said
who
the
major ones, like if you on Rotten
so they get to
Tomatoes,
see it. They get to see it before.
Like a week or two before.
For it premieres.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, especially if like the films that like was in film festivals, critics be there too.
Right.
And they already like had their review and let them especially to they use that review from the film festival, especially to when the film gets to a deal with some major studio, and then before it released, then you see it on the trailer, you see that especially the ones that's like made it to Sundance, and then they might shout out what some critics said about it on their when they promoting the film. But usually critics they'll get the early screenings and reviews and all that like a week or two before the actual major film release.
Mm-hmm.
So
gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's the highest reviewed.
Out of the DC extended universe. That's when they created that time when Man of Steel came out and all that. So so they were trying to like had their own MCU with Marvel, whatever. So so this is like the highest reviewed, highest score rated film. So I forgot what was the highest film. I want to say it was Shazam. No, was it Shazam or Wonder Woman? One of them.
Mm-hmm.
The first Wonder Woman. So I'm curious to see this. I heard that it's very violent. It's very crazy too. But it says it's a lot more entertaining than the Will Smith version.
Now, what do you think with respect to and this is the version that's going to be in theaters, right? That got reviewed?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what do you think about the director of the previous Suicide Squad movie saying that the film that was in theaters was not the version that he wanted it to be?
I believe him. I did hear that. I heard that a while back. Actually, I heard it after the first Suicide Squad came out. So he did mention it. Like, it was another version. It was like more violent, and then it was like kind of had a better story. But DC that it wasn't filming. When they saw the early screening after they did the film, they wouldn't film it, and then they asked them, can they do some reshoots? And then which was most of the reshoots was what we saw in the theaters. So I am curious to see how the director's cut was. And since the whole Zack Snyder Justice League version, his director's cut did pretty much very well, and also too, even though it was 4 hours, it still was better than the one we saw in the movie theaters. the reshoot one too. So
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it. It was, I ain't gonna lie, it was a time where it did. I didn't feel that 4 hours kicking in until like maybe like I want to say almost towards the end. I started feeling like yeah, it has been 4 hours, but like before like those first like 2 hours, it went by so well, and it wasn't like no, the pacing of it was real good. But yeah, I know like on social media too, people were saying like yeah, they want to see the David Eller, that's the director of the first Suicide Squad, his version.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and they already demanding online to release that joint. So
Oh, wait. So you're saying they're going to release it?
no, it's fans did a petition online. Same thing, same way like they did the Snyder thing, that released the Snyder cut.
Yeah.
Now they're saying release the Ella cut.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's already an online petition. Actually, it's been happening for a while. I want to say like early this year. Actually, no, after the when the Snyder cut got released on HBO Max, that's when they started as
Gotcha.
But yeah, but I'll check it out definitely on HBO Max. I know it does look like something you can watch in the movie theaters. It might be a good experience. Haven't been back to movie theaters since, so it's like yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
But I ain't gonna lie, I probably it's between the new Ghostbusters trailer came out, the Afterlife. Ghostbusters Afterlife, and I said I'll definitely check that out in theaters. Same thing with the James Bond. So we'll see. Mm-hmm. I'm definitely checking out the Suicide Squad when it comes out. Probably do that free trial on HBO Max. But yeah, speaking of HBO Max, we also had Michael B. Jordan. The news came out 2 weeks ago saying that he's developing a Verzuz Superman. That's one of the first black Supermans that came out in the comic books. Verzuz, he's from Krypton, and he has pretty much same powers like Superman, but he's also like I say, it's a black dude. So everybody thought when Ta-Nehisi Coates was gonna said they was gonna do a black Superman one, everybody thought it was gonna be a Val-Zod film, but now it comes around that they're gonna do a black Clark Kent. But okay. And also too, they've been talking about wanting Michael B. Jordan to play the black Superman for a minute. So but since he's already doing his thing and like this, he's actually doing a Val side. His is definitely focused on it. So yeah, so I'm looking for it. It's gonna be on HBO Max, but it's still developing, has not been filmed. And also we don't know if he's gonna play the main character or he's just gonna I think the studio definitely wants him to play the main character. But as right now, he's just producing it right now. At the same time, he's producing the Static Shock HBO Max series or film. I think it's a series, but yeah, that's, I don't know. You was familiar? I mean, well, you probably.
No, not really. Not to that level.
Yeah. I mean, I heard of him. I mean, of course I knew about Steel before the Shaq movie, but that was during the time when they did the Superman is Dead, when they got when Doomsday story. So yeah, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully it works out for Michael B. Jordan, especially too. I know, like I said, studio probably definitely wants him to play the main character, but that man is busy. He got like he's producing stuff, and also too he's working on Creed 3. He's going to be directing it.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to be on Black Panther 2, even though he's denying it and act like, you know, I mean, that's Marvel. They try not to act like they don't, you know, deny this stuff. But he's going to make an appearance, either it's a cameo or not, for Black Panther 2. He's going to be there. So he got that. He got the he's going to do the remake of the Thomas Crown Affairs. He's going to play the lead character. And that was going to talk about, that was talked about for a minute too. So
Thomas Crown, huh?
yeah. And shout out to forgot the guy's name from Bridgerton, the black dude that was like this heartthrob that girls was all over.
Yeah.
He's from London. Yeah, he's gonna he just signed on to be, they're gonna do a reboot of I don't know if you're familiar with The Saint, that it was Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer?
Yeah, but it was based off
but
it was based off the 1960s television show of the same name, but the film, they're gonna do a reboot. Yeah, so they're gonna do a reboot, and he's gonna play the main character. So salute to him on that.
I never knew that.
Yeah, that was a good film though. The Saint.
Yeah, I fuck with that shit. With that joint.
Yeah, and also Michael B. Jordan's busy. So I'm like, even if he does play the main character, and also too, he got still got Rising Dion, and that's supposed to be on Netflix. The season 2 supposed to happen soon. That he was also a part of. So it's a busy dude. I mean, props to him. He's getting all the opportunities and things of that nature. But we'll see.
And busy.
Yeah. But also too, I'm switch over to Marvel since I mentioned about Black Panther 2. So it's been like some reports, and also too, someone leaked a photo and a video of the set for the sequel. So they mentioned how, like, you know, what's it called, the throne, the council area where they, you know, was T'Challa and all the other members of the council sit together.
Yeah. So
so they there's a footage it was leaked around online, and it showed that, you know, it had like a memorial like setting where it was like they, and also too, the letters, if they had the, you know, the Wakanda letters on some of the set pieces. And then there's actually a way that you can decode the lettering and then try to figure out what it is. So someone figured it out, and then it said "Long live T'Challa, rest in peace." So it's a spoiler. Yeah, so they definitely kill him off screen for Black Panther 2. And also too, there's a leaked picture of an underwater tank as they filming around the set, and this definitely connects to Namor, the submarine, being part of the story as too. And like I said, shout out to also to I don't forget her name from Sorry to Bother You, Chewing Gum, the star and creator.
The British chick.
Yeah, she's in Black Panther 2. And like, you know, there's rumors that she may be recast as Shuri due to the Letitia Wright situation. And then also the rumor that people actually, some fans want her to play Storm, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know.
Some fans want Sorry to Bother You chick?
Yeah, to play Storm.
Oh.
I can see it. It's like, but it's like, to me, it's like, if you killing off T'Challa, then what's the point of trying to do that? Storm, I don't know. But there is a on the new Shuri comic books that's out like a couple months ago. like they do have like Storm in it, and it's like it doesn't follow the storyline like the previous years with T'Challa and Storm getting married. It's just showing Storm she's like helping out Shuri out, and she has been pretty much also helping Wakanda out in a way too. Hasn't even mentioned about like nothing about T'Challa and all that. So I'm kind of curious, but yeah, but I see her. She can play that. She can play, Storm, and also too. I see her playing this other villain, Black Panther, Madam. I forgot the name, but she's like a voodoo priest, and she's like in the comics, she resurrected Killmonger in the comics, so I can kind of see that too. So so that's. So
there are, what you're telling me, what I'm gathering here is that there are elements from the comics that provide some sort of way to be manipulated into bringing Michael B. Jordan back for real.
I mean, yeah, but it's like, yeah, but
I don't see that happening. But
Neymar also in the comics, Neymar also the Atlantis, they got in the comics, Neymar in Atlantis, they his the world Atlantis, the where he at, they got like a special magic too where they can resurrect people too. And Killmonger did bury himself in the ocean. Yeah. So yeah, it can go either way. But like I said, it was a no-brainer. It's not no surprise that even if he makes a cameo appearance or not, yeah, he was gonna come back. But yeah, he might be denying and tricking y'all, lying to y'all, but still, it's gonna happen. So,
lying ass Marvel executives.
I mean, they're just trying to best they can and not, spoil all the fun.
I think they're throwing a couple monkey wrenches out there, just a couple, a little bait here and there for people to take and follow, and for them to do something completely different.
Yeah, especially like you said, like there was reports that they were saying that the script was like changed 5 times, and also too like we don't know what's going on, but as far as like there's also a new report saying that the story also revolves around like there is a new Black Panther, but they ain't gonna it's gonna be like a big mystery, and also too trying to figure out who this is towards the end. Could it be Shuri? Could it be a new character, or we don't know? And also too, I'm gonna talk about something too. Like we talked about this before, but this is connected to what the next thing I'm gonna talk about, the multiverse. So it's like so they can play around with that with Black Panther 2 as well. Since I don't know, you didn't see the rest of Loki show, have you?
Not yet.
Okay, so yeah, so pretty much I'm just gonna say like the end. They kind of open up the whole multiverse for the next coming projects. So after Loki, then you got the new Disney Plus show What If, where it the animation show where it explores it's different alternate timelines of popular characters was doing something different or a different scenario how it went down. And you saw a trailer to that as well, the new one. Tommy. So yeah, Marvel's What If. So like I said, with when you watch the end of the Loki series, it opens up to the multiverse situation. So it's gonna, it's definitely, it helps
Well,
up with
even
the
when you first start Loki, it intros you to like a multiverse situation, right?
Yeah, it kind of it had a theory, but it didn't. He was like, could it be? But it definitely towards the end, it's like, yeah, okay, it's happening.
Gotcha.
So it's like, yeah. So but it definitely open. It would benefit. It's pretty much the new saga that's happening for the new phase in the MCU. So it definitely is going to play a role for the next coming project, especially the Spider-Man and the Doctor Strange sequel, and it could be possibly, hopefully, probably for the Black Panther 2 and some others. Ant-Man, the Ant-Man sequel as well. So but yeah, the what if?
Ant-Man.
So what if it comes out the 11th of August, and I'm looking forward to that.
And that's a series.
Yeah, series, 10 episodes.
All right.
I followed this guy named E-Man. He's a black film TV critic, and he just tweeted about he just tweeted about he saw like the first 3 episodes and then did a review for it. And one of those 3 episodes is the chat with Boseman as T'Challa as Star-Lord. And Chadwick, and he says it's definitely gonna be very emotional for Chadwick Boseman fans. And also too, it's emotional, but also too cool, interesting to see, the different approach for the character. And this is also like, Chadwick Boseman's last performance as T'Challa. So they said that he did all the voices, all the voice work for the show. He's gonna be in more than one episode too. So like, so you didn't see the trailer for that, right?
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, so the trailer, the new one, it definitely shows a lot more, and also too about the different scenarios they're doing for these 10 episodes. So kind of curious to see how it goes, but hopefully, yeah. I'm actually, I was like, this between Falcon Winter Soldier. It's funny. I wasn't like looking forward for WandaVision, but it was a good show. Same thing with Loki. I wasn't like really that pumped on Loki, and then that was to me. I think it's like the best one so far between. I would say Loki. Falcon Winter Soldier was cool too, and I was like really looking forward for that. But I'm definitely looking forward for this What If and see how they're doing the alternate timelines and different scenarios. So if like these characters might never route. So
as far as the cinematography quality, what do you think it's gonna be for the What If series versus Falcon and Winter Soldier versus WandaVision? Like, you think it's all WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier was like,
yeah, they both was top level. They both was like really great.
Yeah, very much
cinematography. So. The thing I loved about Falcon and the Soldier, I love how grounded it was as far as because WandaVision and Loki, they have magic powers and superpowers, whatever. Falcon, he doesn't have no superpowers. I mean, Bucky, he has super strength, the serum, and all that. But they still find a way to keep it grounded and make it human, and also dealing with the social issues and things of that nature, like racism and all that. And I was looking forward for that. I knew they were going to go that route. So same thing with the whole Isaiah Bradley and all that. And it's a damn shame that Carl Lumley didn't get nominated for an Emmy, but that's another story. But as far as the visuals, I know the visuals are gonna be nice for especially with there's so much you can do on animation. Like they got so many like that's why they're doing it like this, like compared to live action to what if. Like there's so much you can do, especially with the the storylines and all that. So yeah, so it's and from what I saw so far, I mean it looks dope, the animation. So
and it costs a lot less.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. But I mean, except for the also too like I know they got like mostly everybody, not everyone like that's lending the voice. Chadwick, he lent his voice. Chris Hemsworth, he did voice work. I know that I think what's them called. I don't think Rob Downey Jr., Chris Evans, and Scarlett. Oh yeah, that's nothing. Yeah, I don't think they lend their voice. I think some other actors are doing their voice. So I know Chadwick lends his voice, Michael B. Jordan, and Chris Hemsworth, Paul Rudd, a couple other folks. So yeah, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm gonna mention. It just hit me another Marvel situation. The Scarlett Johansson suing Disney. So.
Yeah.
Over a breach of contract, and also too because of the.
I need that money, B.
Also too because they released it on Disney Plus instead of. And Black Widow, it had a strong opening weekend in theaters, but it dropped down drastically from the second week.
I think it's at like 160 something million that is grossed globally.
Okay.
In the theaters.
But that's crazy though. Globally, I mean, internationally, I think it still did good, but I think the U.S. sales wasn't that great. So, but it's crazy though. International, I mean, they still going through it with COVID. I mean, we are too, but we got more so with the Delta variant. So it's crazy. But as far as like the whole situation, and also too, Kevin Feige said he's embarrassed and disappointed how Disney handled the situation. How they. So it's crazy. So
definitely seems like something that could have been avoided.
Yeah, but it's also too this whole thing with since we're in the pandemic.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now. I mean, like the whole situation last year when Chris Nolan, the director of Tenet, and he was upset with Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
They kept pushing it back, and they was also thinking about just they was going to release it on HBO Max. But he said no, I want it in theaters. I want because he shot in IMAX and all that stuff, and he wanted people to experience in the theaters more than seeing it at home. And we're like, bruh, we in a pandemic. Not that many people. I mean, there's some people. They go to the movie theaters now. I mean, I don't know, but it's. I don't know.
So this is a question. This is a comparison of his artistic, however he views the project artistically and how it should be experienced versus contractual agreements.
Yeah, that too.
Now, contractually, the contract was what it was. We understand that there's a pandemic and that Disney's going to do whatever they can do to recoup money. You know what I mean, given everything that's going on. But Scarlett Johansson, I believe, from what I was reading, wanted the opportunity to renegotiate things because in her contract, it's supposed to be an exclusive theatrical release, and she gets a percentage of the, the proceeds from the film from theatrical release. And this Disney Plus bites into her opportunity to earn millions of dollars. So, I mean, freaking Jungle Cruise or whatever had like 60 million in revenue just off Disney Plus.
Mm.
You know, I think at the box office though they did maybe half that.
Mm.
So it's a lot of money at stake here. Now I know she's gotten paid. I think what I've read was maybe 15, maybe 20 million
Mm-hmm.
to film for the film so far, but she was supposed to make, additional on the back end. And in Avengers Endgame, she made like 20 plus million
Mm.
on the back end stuff from how well the film did globally versus plus she got paid like 15 million just to be in it up front.
Mm. Okay. But whew, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to get the lighting.
Yeah. Yeah. This will be interesting though, because people assume that we are going to be out of this pandemic and all of that,
But people are not vaccinated. We only got half the U.S. Half the U.S. has been vaccinated. Half, like I want to say, like yeah, around about higher than 50%.
Well,
yeah,
it's gone up in the last 2 weeks then.
yeah. And that's another thing too.
But
It's
need to get higher. But
yeah, this variant, and then most of the people that's getting sick in the cases is people that's not getting the shot. So
yes, most people is in the hospital. Yeah.
And the thing that I know me and Sean talked about this back in the last episode. It's kind of crazy how like you would think, like especially with the athletes, like they would have the shot already, especially those like ball players that wasn't in the playoffs or wasn't in the they got eliminated early or didn't make it to the finals. You would think like they would get the shot now.
Mm-hmm.
So you got, and then you heard that Lamar, he got it again.
Yeah.
And that's why, so he in Florida, and Florida's been crazy. Florida got the most cases. Yeah, it's still a hot spot. It still got the most cases from what's going on right now.
From the new variant right now, right?
Yeah, yep.
So I was kind of like, look, if I go down there and come back and I'm all right, well, shoot. Vaccine must be doing its thing because I came front. Definitely got a little bit lax down in Florida. I wasn't reckless like crazy, but I didn't have my mask on everywhere, indoors.
But yeah, you got the shot, but still, it's like I don't know. I mean, people that vaccinated can still get it, but it's not going to be as severe, like that. But also too, the thing also too with the athletes, and also too the school kids, man, they should have. I mean, school's over. They should have got let them at least get an opportunity to get the vaccine. And that's what I think. Now they're working on a way. They want them to wear the mask for the next school year and all that. So it's.
I mean, they was in school last year down in Texas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I expect the school situation to be okay overall.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. But we'll see.
A lot of shortage of bus drivers. Who knows? It might be a shortage of teachers.
Well, yeah, that was always an issue because they they've been demanding a raise for years. So I don't know, it's crazy. And also too, like I said, this variant is like very, very dominant right now. And I was looking at Lollapalooza yesterday, and that was a lot of kids. There were a lot of people with that. So I was like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, also too, there's they now that CDC said yeah, they want those that vaccinated wearing the mask again indoors due to the heavy spread. And then I will not be surprised if they either the restrictions come back or we back lockdown because people ain't doing what they supposed to be doing. So we'll see. We will see. Hey yo, I just heard that Kawhi and Chris Paul they declined it. They
opted out.
Yeah, they're gonna be they free agents. Yep.
Okay.
But as for Kawhi, I think he's doing that so they can get like some people, and then but he wants to stay in
he wants to stay with the Clippers.
But as far as Chris Paul, that's interesting.
Well, he had what, like was it like 40-something million for 1 year left?
Mm.
And maybe he want to do 2 or 3 years.
Are you talking about Chris Paul?
Chris Paul.
Yeah, probably.
Because let's say he gets injured on this 1 year deal. Well, that's the end of his NBA money.
Right.
But let's say, he gets injured on his 3 year deal. Well, he still got the contract for another 2 years or whatever. So, instead of that, just 40 million, which is only going to be 31, maybe, I don't know. Somewhere in that range because of taxes and shit. They ain't got to pay an agent.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Or you could get like a 3 year 60 mil, 3 year 70 mil. Get a couple more dollars.
Yeah.
A couple more dollars out of this game.
But we'll see how it goes, man. All these, with everything, pretty much.
Yeah.
And it's always interesting anyway with these NBA trades off season and all that. It depends, like whoever, like who's the biggest, known player, like especially like when LeBron left Miami, how it changed the shift and the climb, with the whole league. And when KD went to the Warriors and all that, so it's like so.
LeBron James.
See how it goes, man. But yeah, man. Before we go, 25 years of beats, rhymes, and life. Tribe Called Quest album that came out in '96. That's like one of my personal favorites. So it's crazy. It wasn't like the highest. If you're a Tribe fan, you would definitely say Beats Rhymes Life was, because that was like the album that they first worked with Jay Dilla. You heard the Consequence stuff when he made his debut up on that album. It was like their darkest album to date, kind of. So yeah, I thought it was good. It didn't do well as Midnight Marauders and Low End Theory did, but to me it still was a dope album. And then so like I said, 30 years, 25 years, sorry, 25 years for that album. And then you mentioned about the Beats, Rhymes, and Life, the documentary film that they had directed by Michael Rappaport.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Indeed. I think you said it all.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Fife.
R.I.P. Fife, R.I.P. Jay Dilla. So it was definitely also speaking of Fife, he's They supposed to drop this his Songs in the Key of Fife album. It's probably I think his mom said it's coming. It's happening. It's coming real soon too. So they said that's supposed to happen too. But without further ado, y'all, that's his got anything else, Tom?
That is it for me.
Cool.
Everybody
Sorry, y'all.
be safe.
Yeah, be safe. Sorry.
Versus this week.
Yeah, enjoy the verses. Have your Timbs and A1, Air Force Ones. Have them together. You saw that meme?
Which one? Which one?
It's a meme that I gotta show it to you. Someone like posted someone's feet and they got like Timbs and the Air Force together. And it's like, yeah.
Oh my God.
It's like, yeah, it's like I'm supporting both the Locks and the Dipset. So yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be a great matchup. So a lot of people I know said that the Dipset got it, but you the first I heard that said the Locks will have it. So we'll see. We'll see. It's definitely gonna be great for New York rap. Those that grew up listening to it in the mid and late 90s to 2000s. So yeah, definitely. You know who'll be a dope DJ, but he has been MIA for a minute. Clue.
Oh.
Clue.
DJ Clue?
Yeah, either Clue. It'd be type Clue. Yeah, just for New York. I'm thinking like either that or DJ Drama. Shoot, not DJ Drama. K Slay. That'd be dope too.
You know, I wonder like what's up with K Slay. I know I guess he's just independent fully. I believe he does a radio show on Sirius at some point, some channel, or maybe Shade 45 or Hip Hop Nation or something. Yeah, like I don't know what's up with that dude.
Yeah, but I do.
Seems like he could do something like that though.
Yeah, I mean he did. K Slay, he was with Ghost and Ray, but I wouldn't. Yeah, Clue. It's been a minute. Yeah, I know he's been like chilling, but still, it's like yeah. I mean, I enjoyed the Clue tapes back in the day. So the Professionals.
DJ Clue. The Specialist. Did he have a Specialist?
The Professional.
I know he did. I know he had the Professional though.
But yeah, he said Specialist.
That's like 20 years ago now.
Yeah.
That's how I first was introduced to Fabulous, was through the Clue tapes.
Yeah, and Joe Buttons too.
Yeah, actually, you're right about that.
Yeah, and Joe Buttons.
Salutations. And I got the Joe Budden debut album too.
Yeah.
The Jump Off joint. Got the album. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I know. My joint was the last joint. Give me 10 minutes. Just give me 10 minutes.
Yeah, he's good. He's good for one of those 10-minute joints of just
venting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that started the mood music. Yeah, that's what started the mood music. But yeah, man. Also, too, happy 40th anniversary to MTV. Yeah, this is the day that MTV was debuted 40 years ago. So yeah, but it's not the same.
No, there's black people.
It ain't the same. It's not a music television. So yeah, definitely for those early millennials, I guess millennials and the Generation X group. Yeah, that was during that time. So
millennials or millennials. hoes.
Yeah, so the Generation Z, they don't know nothing about when they think MTV, oh yeah, that's when they showing the movies and stuff, but no, they don't know about the
ridiculousness.
Yeah, oh yeah. They don't know about TRL. They was probably they was probably babies when so they don't know about TRL. They don't know about Yo MTV Raps. They don't know about so many.
They don't know about Carson Daly the God.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they don't know about Pauly Shore. They don't know about
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm taking it back. Totally Pauly, that was my shit. So yeah, they don't know about that. They don't know about Liquid Television, the animated joint. So yeah, they don't know about that.
Eon Flux.
Yeah. But,
Beavis and Butthead.
Beavis Butthead, yep.
The Real World.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the Real World.
What was the Summer Beach House joint? I think was that like just.
Yeah, that was just like
just a location where they would just launch. They just launched the show from and shit. Like, hey, what's up?
During the summer,
such and such.
Yeah, Bill Bellamy was holding it down.
For sure.
Yeah, and then also too the spring breaks, the Rock and Jock B-ball jam,
Rock and Jock, yes,
softball, yeah.
Rock and Jock was dope back in the day.
Yes, it was. I was a fan of both the softball and basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I remember they did a football one, but I don't know why.
No,
they didn't.
Football never really.
Yeah.
Never really took off like that.
Yeah, but the softball and the basketball one was like the best ones in my opinion. And they need to bring that back. They don't know about lip service. They don't know about I'm taking it back. Yeah, just like so many.
Lip service. Now that.
Yeah, you remember that it was a game show competition. Two teams, they lip sync certain songs.
Yeah.
They don't know. They don't know about Single Out.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah. Single Out.
Yeah.
The Grind with Eric Niles. They don't know about Downtown Julie Brown. They don't know about.
Damn, B, you was on MTV.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, they don't know about what was that joint? I said the Grind. It was what was the other joint? It was like a game.
Carmen, a hip opera.
They don't know about Joe's Apartment. They don't know about yeah. It was something else that I was like, yeah, they don't know about that. The Single Out though was the joint.
They don't know. They don't know.
Road Rules, all of them. Yeah.
Road Rules. I never really got into Road Rules like that.
Neither. I was more Real World than Road Rules. Oh, they don't know about MTV Sports with Dan Cortez and all them. Yeah, they're taking.
Yeah, Dan Cortez and Bill Bellamy was like the coolest motherfuckers in the world.
Yeah. Simon Rex too. He was the host.
Wait. I remember the name. I can't picture him though.
Caucasian dude. He had the spiky head. He was on Scary Movie 3.
Simon Rex.
Yeah, he was in Scary Movie 3. He played Charlie Senior's son, the one that was the rapper, and yeah, they did the 8 Mile parody, and he was in love with Anna Faris' character.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's an actor now, but he started out being a VJ.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't know about like the MTV News with Kurt Loder and fine ass. What's her name?
Kurt Loder.
What's that fine ass blonde chick? Serena Ultra. She was fine, so. Yeah, and Sway, he was that's where he started.
Sway was on the.
Hi, this is Sway, and this is my long hair cap.
Yo, Serena also is 50 years old right now, dog.
Yeah, Kurt Loder is freaking 70.
There's another dude who was on MTV, but I'll be seeing him on ESPN every so often now, doing like.
Oh, Chris Conley.
Yes.
Yeah, the big
that's
picture. They don't know about the big picture. Yeah, the big picture. That was the movie. The movie like show where they he interviewed like he had a good time. He used to interview all the time with like Jim Carrey. They used to have the ball all the time. Him and Will Smith and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to follow that heavily. Like that was a unit. But yeah, it's too many. But yeah, shout out to MTV on the 40th year. So we got something in common. In August 81. So yeah. But all right, y'all. Apologize for Tommy with his internet connection, and then also to me trying to get some damn lighting. Why I'm not that black, but
embrace your blackness, brother.
Darkness.
It's the darkness.
Yeah, and I got the Vader shirt on. That ain't helping. So like, Sif. But yeah, y'all.
Justice to the darkness.
It's episode 37.
I was born in it. I was born here, niggas.
Episode 37. Appreciate y'all. Shit. Tommy's wilding. Oh wow. Yeah, thanks for rocking us for over the year. Yeah, I don't know what other sound you're gonna make the next. So they okay, just get ready for it.
It's time. It's Vader time.
Oh yeah. Sorry, MTV also House of Style with Cindy Crawford. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Where is she now?
Yeah, she still look good though.
Still saw her shit on infomercials and whatnot.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I saw her it was an infomercial for something, and she's still good.
She's the only white woman that still look good. Or I think she's white, right?
Yeah, she's white, but she ain't the only one that still look good. Like,
I mean, after like all these, like, yo, Cindy Crawford is. If Serena also is 50, Cindy Crawford gotta be like 70.
Also, shout out to LeVar Burton. He did a good job this past week hosting the Jeopardy guest hosting.
Oh, word? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, give a LeVar a shot.
Yeah, he was nervous, definitely nervous that first episode, but he came along like I want to say toward around the third episode. So yeah, definitely shout out to that.
Damn.
But yeah, y'all. Sorry.
He's only 55.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll see. But yeah, y'all. Episode 37. Thanks for rocking with us for it's been a year now. Everything's blurred. So hopefully y'all like it. Keep subscribing. Follow us on IG and Facebook. We catch y'all again. Stay safe.
All right, folks.
Peace out, y'all.
Deuces.
Deuces.